Hey everybody, welcome to Ellis Mowers. I appreciate y'all watching. So I got a lot of this came in a lot of the zero turn mower that I purchased. You probably saw it on my Instagram page. Got 3 riders, 3 push mowers, and a pressure washer, all for one big bundle price. I pulled this one out. It looks like it shouldn't be too hard of a fix to get taken care of, because I've already identified the problem. But I'll tell you, the condition that this thing was having was you go to pull it and it seems like it was really hard to pull, almost like the cable wasn't disengaging the brake for the flywheel to turn. Actually, it's something different than that, and I'll show you what it is. And hopefully I have what I need to fix it here, based on the design of the mower that I saw. So we'll see. But let me give you a look around for this Troy Bilt XP and all that good stuff, and we'll see if we can get this thing fixed. Let's get started. Alright, so let's take a look at this thing. Troy Bilt XP mower, push mower, rear drive, self-propel. Pretty much the, if you can call it, the top of the line Troy Bilt push mower at the time. Briggs Professional Series engine on it. It is made, let's see if it's, I do not know where these are on here, so sometimes they're on the tab, but the tab's so worn I may not be able to tell you all the year, unfortunately. Probably sometime around 2010, 2011. Let's check the oil situation. So the oil is dark, but it does have oil in it, so that's a good thing. Gas smells a little stale. We'll check the air filter while we're here. Maybe not. Stand by. I had to get some pliers to get that air filter off. I'm sure it's pretty dirty. But let me show you what the issue is. So I get back here. I'll put you on the tripod for this. And I try and pull it, and it's just like extremely hard to pull. Like I said, but the cable is moving correctly. It almost just acts like the blade brake is on it. So I go to look under the mower just to see if there was something impeding it. Let me turn it on the side and I'll show you. And I find let's see if I can show it to y'all. Busted blade key. So that would be it. That blade key being busted. It looks like it kind of, I hope it's not the whole assembly. I think it almost looks like it sits inside there on the shaft, and it's not the whole assembly with the pulley and everything, because I don't know if I have one. I know I don't have one for this. So let me get that off, and just a 5/8 bolt, and see how this whole deal is, and hopefully I don't have to order one. If so, I mean, I'm fairly certain that's what the issue is, so we'll fix it and keep on cruising. Let me get a 5/8, snatch this off, and we'll see what we have. Alright guys, so it looks like this is the entire piece. It's not a 2-piece deal, so I've got or maybe a 3/8. Couple of bolts here I got to get out. We're going to take this plastic cover off. Or, yeah, I was about to say at least attempt to. Okay, that's a couple bolts. Let's see if this thing will come off. Okay, so there's the cover. Ooh, a lot of grass caked up under there. Looks like now I've got to get a secondary cover off. Unless I could physically pull it off like this, which I don't think I'm able to. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, it is. All right. This is just a standard blade key. It's got the bigger pulley on it, but it's the standard blade key, and that's all that broke. So it's not the first time that I've seen it. All right, good deal. But you can see the key broke on the inside there from something, probably from an impact. This is the bigger shaft of the two because it's got that Professional Series Briggs and Stratton on it. There's the keyway, or there's the key that broke off of it. So I should have one of these. Let me go look at my little bin that I have here in the garage, see if I can source what I need to. We'll put it on, we'll put the blade back on, and we'll see if this thing pulls easier. Actually, we can. Let me put the blade key on so I don't lose that washer real quick first. All right, Joe. So I looked and looked, and the only one I could find was this longer one, which is not going to work, unfortunately. And I found another one that came off of a spare engine that I had around here. And it is also broken, if you can see on the inside there. Broke right there and broken right there. So I will have to order one for this, which is unfortunate because when you come over here, I got all of these. And I think all the rest of this inside here is just blade bolts, and yeah, it is. So I don't have anything that'll fit, unfortunately, because I need the shallow fitting with the big shaft, and I do not have one. I think it's a 7/8 shaft, right? Either 3/4 or a 7/8 shaft. They're only like $7-8, but I can't fix it today. Got to fix it when it comes in. So I'm gonna bolt everything back on it just for the time being, just to keep everything in place. And when the new adapter gets in, we'll put the new adapter in. Because, well, we can do this right. We can do this right now since. Make sure that it spins over a lot freer now, which it should. Yeah, much better. Obviously, it's gonna snap my arm back because of there's no blade on it, but. We at least know that part is working. So let me put this back on. The washer. And I'll just have to sit this aside until the adapter comes. Alright guys, let me show you what I've done here. I had like 5 minutes. The part came in and I just did it before I got the camera. But I got the new, it's a 25 millimeter. 25 millimeter is what they call it. One of these blade adapters for these MTDs, for this bigger shaft. I think there's a 22 and a 25. And that's the one I needed. Basically just threw some WD-40 on it, slapped it on there, put the blade on. And gave it a couple pulls. realized to turn the mower the way that you don't want to turn the mower. I should have turned it the opposite direction with the muffler down. Sorry about that. That's a cardinal sin of a small engine repair right there. Let me turn it on its correct side. Now let me show you what else I'm dealing with here. And I don't think it's going to be too difficult to take care of. However, the self-propel's not working, and the reason being is because it has jumped off of the pulley back here in the back, and it almost looks like the belt is kind of twisted. I hope it's not wore out. If it is, I might order a belt just so that I have a good working self-propel mower for somebody. I may have one here that'll work. I don't know. We'll see. But let me grab the tools that I need. I'll get in the garage with the fan, and it's a little bit cooler in there. And we'll take these plastic covers and stuff off. See what we can get with all that, and see what we can do with this self-propel belt. Alright guys, let's get going here. I got the 5/8 off blade adapter. Now we go 3/8 for these two bolts. One. Two. Should get us another cover off here to that cover, right? Now we've got a third cover with 3 bolts, excuse me, right there to all 3/8. One. There we go. 2. And 3. There's a 4th one also right here. That should allow us to get this cover off. You can see just the grass that's gotten caked in here over the years of use. That'll almost certainly contribute. Okay, so there's a Okay, so we've got that going on. We've got some sort of spring deal going on here. I don't know if it's for the transmission or it is. It engages the self-propel. It looks like it's got multiple speeds on it. So we've got, I hope my head's not been in the way, but I've got these 4 bolts off. You can see that this self-propel clutch type thing will come off. I need to, you can see the self-propel belt is just completely wrapped around everything here. So we're going to see if I can reattach it. So I've reattached it on the front. Now the back might be where it gets a little tricky because I don't have much access to the back pulley. But we can try. Because what it is it's on, it is on the top side back here. It would be beneficial if I could get this whole entire plastic cover off the back, but that looks like it's going to be a pain. So I don't know if I can like finesse up there, if I can lower this axle and get up there better, or if I'm going to have to completely take that cover off to do what I want to do here. I feel like I am, unfortunately. So, again, just the finesse of trying to get it back on, because this belt, if we move it around here, it actually looks, got a little bit of wear in it, but it looks, oh, it looks okay. I think we can save this belt. Got a little bit of wear, but no cracks or anything like that. So let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, it's just a couple of tabs. I'm going to take this off, this cover off with those pliers, and we're just going to kind of clean everything and make it look pretty. Just hate it because there's no good way to do it. To take this entire cover off, because it's attached back here, right there. So maybe I can pull it down far enough once I get this off in order to get back there and see if I can reattach the belt to the pulley. See if we can get a self-propel working. Seems like it will, but who knows. Alright, y'all, like I said, I just used some pliers and pulled that clip off so that I could detach that plastic cover. And now I have the ability to at least pull this cover back some, and I've cleaned it as good as I can. And now I've got the actual belt completely off. So it's not the best shape. You can see where it was getting messed up. I just want to put it back on just to see if it'll work. It got twisted up somehow. I wonder if it got too much grass clogged up and spun itself around on it. We're just going to slide that belt back on that pulley, and then we're going to try and put it back on this somehow. Wow, this is a tight belt, guys. What is it hitting on? This is a tight belt. I don't know exactly how to approach this. Unless I go like that. Looks like I just got to pull hard here. Get it on. Wow, okay. Maybe it's put this on. Put the belt on. Come on, buddy. Get it past that point right there will be good. There we go. Alright. Now you just got to get it on to this. Ugh. Tight, guys. This is very tight. We'll get it on there. Okay. Let's take a look. See what it'll do here. Put this pulley back on. It goes this way. That pulley, that's like a variable pulley there. And then we can put that back on, I guess. I'll let grass and this out. I think so. That How did that go? Did that go like this? It kind of fell right there somewhere. And then we had, actually, we need to put this cover on first, don't I? Okay, so that actually fits inside that little plastic deal there to help engage everything. So we got to take this, just trying to take all the grass out of it that I can. Cover fits in like that. You fit the cable into, there's a slot here. We'll fit that cable into it. Kind of stinks that you got to do all this just to test it, but all right, so we are back on there. Oh, I thought we were. Okay, now we are. Place that like that. Push it up into the. Push it up into there. Issue with it being stuck somewhere because it doesn't want to push up like it was. Wow, okay. Wiggle our way in here. There's like little slats that it's got to fit in. If it doesn't fit it in them slats, it's not going to go. So, let's see what we can do here. Maybe if we put the bolts in, it'll help tighten it up some. Any. Well, that's definitely not helping. Is it? Dang. Well, it's doing something crazy where I can't get it all the way back in. I don't know why. Maybe because I can't get it. Can't get this belt, can't get this pulley up there enough for the belt. Because it doesn't go that way. It definitely goes this way. I don't quite understand how to get it all the way back up there so that I can push all this back. So let me do a little further investigating and see what we can do here. All right, y'all, I got it. So there's a, I don't know if I can show it to you without pulling it all apart again. The tab where you put your that cable in has to be on this side of the bit in order for you to get it tucked in there properly. So that was where my hang-up was, and now of course I've got this all jacked again, but there you go. So now I've got the cover fitting nice and snug again. Now I can put the bolts back in. Like they're supposed to be, or at least I thought I could. to try anyways. Three. And number 4 living somewhere around here. That's what happens when you get a bunch of dirt. Anyways, I'll find number 4 in just a second. But we'll bolt number 4 down. This needs to go back in. Literally working in one area. Literally one area and you lose the bolt. How do you do that? That's talent, y'all. Let me find that bolt and I'll bolt the other covers back on it. Alright, crisis averted. 4th bolt was found. I've cleaned the inside of this as good as I can. Look at all that dirt that was in it. Crazy. Now, this cover goes on with 2 bolts that I know where they're at. Okay. And number 2. Now, I'll put that little ring washer back on. Now I'll put this blade key back on. There we go. Along with the blade and the blade key. Okay, now let's take it out here, see if we have any starting power and self-propel power. So it is working. It is only working on 1 speed, and that's a little slow. But it helps the value of the mower. I know that these things are notorious for breaking the shift linkages. So I don't know if I can like while we're here, let's just look inside this and see how it is. Because what we want to do is at least get it a little bit faster If it only works on one speed, that's not the end of the world. But we do need to get it to where it'll run a little bit faster than it is currently. And I think I've got to do that with that right there. So 5/16, we'll just take this off. We'll pull it a little bit, see if we can, maybe not. Ouch. Actually, we're going to take them all off here. Take this cover off in the back. See how things are cooking back here. So that shift linkage is working, which means that it must not be working down at the mower. I don't know if I'm going to try and get back in there to fix that or not. It's like I guess it's like a little variable speed pulley type deal. And so, like I said, I'm not sure how that's going to work. But, let's see. The good news is it's strong and works. Like I said, I don't know exactly what it does whenever you shift it down here. If this shifter linkage is broken, or let me see if I can see what's going on with it. Because it's something beyond what I know. So, yeah, because it could be, the shift linkage could be broken under the bottom here, and it's just not worth me taking all that junk off since it already works. Especially considering what I'll probably get for the mower. So, next order of business. We're just gonna change the oil in it, sharpen the blade, check the air filter, see how bad it is. That's not bad at all. Good deal. Pre-cleaner's pretty clean. Inside of it's relatively clean, so we'll take that. Something went wrong with that, but air filter is staying on it. Ugh. So let me give it the works, clean it up, give y'all a final look. While Mrs. Ellis Mowers is washing the mower, she loves to do that. I just wanted to show you that that's the second batch of stuff that I took off of this mower. The first one was whenever I originally inspected the blade key, or the blade adapter, and I got probably about half of this much. This was all shoved up under those covers on that mower, which likely contributed to why that slipped off of the pulley. So I just want to show you that. I'll show you the clean version here in just a second. Alright, y'all, I'm going to give you a walk around of this thing before I take pictures of it. It ended up turning out okay. We have a couple of soft spots in the deck here just from where the paint's coming off. Nothing where I see where the deck's starting to develop any holes or anything. So that's good. All the deck height adjusters are working. Air filter was good, like we mentioned. Oil we have changed. And we have got the self-propel working, albeit only one speed. I guess the shifting mechanism is on the inside of it, something's wrong with it. But again, I got some weather in the area, so I'm close to the garage to crank it up and show you a final look and take pictures of it and sell it. Alright, so that's it for that one. Ended up being pretty easy. All I had to do was, pretty much all I had to do was wait on the blade key for it. And that ended up being all that it needed. So that was good. Blade key and a service with an oil change. And putting the self-propel belt back on. We didn't even have to get a new one of those. So that's kind of nice. Easy fix. And list price, realistically, I probably list it for 130 to 140. It'll probably sell for about 120. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. But I appreciate y'all watching as always. We got this one going again for just that blade key. Again, you've got two sizes. These bigger engines, the 675 series Quantums, and then these professional series. This is probably like an 875 or a 775 or whatever they made. The sticker's gone off of it, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. But they carry the 25 millimeter shafts, and the lesser engines carry the 22 millimeter shafts. So that's something to know there in terms of if you want to order a blade key. But that's all for this video, and I appreciate y'all watching. We'll get this on to a new home, and I will see you on the next one.